maybe it's not marketing, but we've talked about having really high level of consistent service delivery has been a big part of your growth. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah. You can market all you want, but if your underlying business isn't good, people are going to figure that out pretty quickly. The things we've talked about, you're not going to get good Google reviews if you don't provide good service. Doesn't matter if you have a great strategy to ask for reviews. If your service sucks, you're just going to get a bunch of one-star reviews. That's not going to help. Payroll, and the reason I was attracted to this industry in the first place is it is so systems and processes driven. There's just deadlines that happen all the time that have to be met, both for running payroll, getting employees paid, filing forms, depositing taxes. So that lends itself to, because it's so recurring and repetitive, you can build processes into every phase of the business. And that's been a huge part of what has allowed us to scale to where we're at. And I'm always looking for ways to improve. So even this week, we use Asana for like project management. There's some new features in there. We found out about them, and within a day, we had implemented them across all of our projects. And it's going to save my team hours and hours of time, hundreds of hours this year. So that keeps you from having to hire another employee likely at some point because you've created better processes. But also what you're doing is you're creating like a consistent client experience. I know some people like compare that to like McDonald's. No matter what McDonald's you go to, you're going to get the same experience. I don't like to compare myself to McDonald's. How about Chick-fil-A? That might be better. I always get a consistent experience there. But you do want that. You want your client to know what they're going to get from working with you and to get it every time. I mean, they're going to be submitting hours to you every week, every 2 weeks, and they want to know that things are going to be taken care of in a timely manner, accurately. So building really good processes and documenting them in checklists that your team uses, and then having just like a knowledge base, which there's so many options for building those out online, so that as your team, especially if you have remote employees, or even if not, if they're all in the same office, you don't want people constantly bugging each other and asking the same questions over and over again. Just put the answer in a knowledge base, and when the employee needs to know, they can go find it. You can attach videos. There's so many things you can do these days to make your employees more self-sufficient. And again, that's saving them time that they can actually help your clients more. So there's a lot of things. Definitely having good communication within your team, whether that's chat or email, just the communication, the resources, the processes, that's vital. You have to always be thinking, how can I make this better so that your underlying business is really good and it's worth marketing.